how does one come on and do an entertainment show in the light of such an awful occurrence that we're all dealing with? Um, there's lots of reasons which are escaping me now because after seeing that intro, I'm feeling a bit emotional myself again now. But I felt it was important because it's our chance as a show to say that we're all terribly upset, and it's, it's a horrible thing. Um, but the truth is that when we are upset and we are sad, many of us do turn to Star Trek um, to help process the feelings and also to cheer ourselves up. Um, it's going to be very difficult to offer anything to cheer anyone up this evening, but I felt it was important, and this will be a short show. I felt it was important that we would come on and say something and do some Star Trek, which I promise I will. But first of all, of my queen, I will say only this: of all the souls dedicated to the tireless service of others, you could ask no more than the incredible dedication shown by Her Majesty. She was an example of humility to all of us, and she will be sadly missed. Um, so apologies for the lack of the normal gallant flair we have on the show for taking the piss, but it's rather difficult this evening. However, it has been pointed out before that this is a Star Trek show, and we don't really talk too much about Star Trek as much as we should do. I wanted to stay away from doing a show about episodes of Star Trek that were quite sad and may have made you cry. But we've not talked hardly at all about Lower Decks. So, we've had not one, not two, but three episodes of Lower Decks land. And I've quite enjoyed the light entertainment. I really have. The first episode in particular, and please in the comments, everyone's putting some wonderful messages. I'm not going to put them up because they'll make me cry. But if you want to put anything about Lower Decks, please do, and I'll shout it out. And we'll have a conversation about Lower Decks. We've had three episodes land so far. The first one was full of really so many Easter eggs. It was hugely enjoyable. It was it was a little disappointing. The story arc didn't carry over. I'm nitpicking because I enjoyed it, and I didn't want to like it because I don't like Lower Decks, but I enjoyed it, so I'm nitpicking because of that. So I would like to very much say I did enjoy it as much as it annoyed me, and I did enjoy the Easter eggs, but there was no, they kind of threw off the cliffhanger. I mean, they literally threw the cliffhanger off a cliff. I thought that was going to arc for at least a couple of episodes. Her mum being imprisoned by Starfleet and rescue mission and stuff. They could have made more, couldn't they? I think they could have made more of it. But nonetheless, it was a great episode. And the follow-up episode was just absolutely hilarious as well. It was absolutely brilliant. It's Lower Decks season 3 has been excellent. Final cut up. Yeah, I haven't seen episode 3 yet, so I'm going to talk about 1 and 2. And if you haven't seen 1 and 2 yet, apologies. There will be spoiler. Oh, there's a thing for this. Hang on. Don't get upset if I don't use it. What's this? Is this it? Yeah, that means we're going to talk about spoilers. So you have to. You need to see the out pocket. It's funny and it's poignant. It's really good. Yes, Megan, you do need to catch up on Lower Decks. I'm not normally an advocate of it because I haven't really liked it, but I've thoroughly enjoyed the first 2 episodes of this season. It was really, really good. And yes, absolutely yes. So we were chatting about the old Klingon VHS atmosphere style game. And then it turned up in episode 2 of Lower Decks, and I thought they did it superbly as well. They incorporated it into the episode really well. It was really, really good. Um, Typical Lower Decks. The most important stuff happens off screen. Yeah, they hint at stuff, I guess. How many Easter eggs there are in Final Fantasy? Well, funny. I wanted to speak about. Oh bugger! I've got to get his name right. I want to call him Jeremy. Hang on a moment. So, there's an author I've been reading who's suddenly got a film deal, so he's going to be very much in the public eye shortly. He's wrote a series of books called the Kaiju series. It's not Andrew Roberts. It's got to get his name right. Jeremy Robinson. So, Jeremy Robinson's an author who's written a number of books called the Kaiju books, and if you like Godzilla or anything like that, you must read these books. They're fantastic, and he makes a Star Trek reference at least every chapter. I mean, he's that much of a Star Trek nut. There is so much Star Trek reference in his books, and also they're a fantastic read. They're wonderful. I couldn't recommend them highly enough. As I say, the guy's books have just been picked up, so you're going to be. I think Legendary have picked them up, so you're going to hear about this guy soon. So get in there now and get his books and read them. Get ahead of the trend because they're absolutely superb books. They're a fantastic read. Yes, we're sorry we had that one. Yes, very sad. Sorry, I'm not going to keep those up on the screen purely for my own emotions, I'm afraid, Ruth. But yeah, I completely agree with you. Lodex will stay light. Pure feel good show. Yeah, it will do that. That's the point of it. Yeah, I'm enjoying it too. Need to watch. I don't have Paramount Plus yet. It's on Amazon Prime, my dear. So it's if you've got an Amazon Prime subscription, then you can watch it on that. Kaiju's do rule the world, and they also rule my heart. No, so Kaiju. Well, okay. So Legendary Pictures, yeah, they do Pacific Rim, and they do. They also do the Godzilla ones as well. But no, they're not intertwined with the Jeremy Robinson ones. The Jeremy Robinson ones are a completely different kind of fiction. But it's been bought by Legendary, so hey, they might mash them together. Why not? Godzilla. Well, he is the greatest kaiju. There's no arguing with that. This could turn into the Godzilla show. I could sit here and chat about Godzilla all night. But Alan, episode 2 is better than episode 3. I really enjoyed it. I haven't seen episode 3 yet. I'm looking forward to it. So, Alan, please don't throw any spoilers my way. Watching from Siovang. Oh, hello, chap. Well, man, that's absolutely. You'll have to. My geography is worse than my history, so you'll have to tell me exactly where that is. But we always love having new people watch the show. And good day to you, my friend. If you could tell us, please, who your favourite character is and your favourite franchises, we'd really appreciate it. We love hearing about that on the show. Yes, probably could be. Really shouldn't add to my reading pile. No, you shouldn't do until you finished. Well, everyone must read, obviously, the Jeremy Robinson books. If you're not busy reading Harry Dresden books by Jim Butcher. Godzilla vs King Kong was so disappointing. It should have been proper Mecha Godzilla. So, would it? So proper Mecha Godzilla was it was Mecha Godzilla fell from space. He was a space alien thing. I'm not sure. I think if they'd just gone, look, he just fell from space and now he's attacking people, I think the audience would have been possibly more disappointing. I do get what you mean though. It didn't live up quite to the hype, but I still loved it. I really did enjoy it. In Zambia, it's from Zambia. Fantastic. I had three good friends from Zambia. Funny enough, none of them had ever heard of Star Trek when I knew them, but yeah. Don't get me started. Yes, don't get me started. I will literally talk about kaijus and Godzilla and Pacific Rim all night. Yeah. So there we are. So that's where we are with episode one of Lower Decks. Episode two of Lower Decks, we had very much. It kind of felt like it was done purposefully because we just had the new Predator film come out on Disney Plus, Prey. We had Boimler being hunted basically by a predator, which I thought was hilarious. It was absolutely fantastic. It was really really good fun, and I thought it was from start to finish. It was what you want a comedy Star Trek series to be about. I think I've been a bit harsh judging Lower Decks in previous episodes because I'm a huge Futurama fan. And because I'm a huge Futurama fan, I've decided to judge Lower Decks against that. And I shouldn't have done because it is a different, and it is trying to be a different show. So, but I'm definitely enjoying this season of Lower Decks. I'm looking forward to, to episode three. Oh, Chris. Oh, mate, that's a bummer. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, chap. Oh, gosh, I haven't run the trailer for RikerCon. Hang on. Where's the... No, can't find it.
Ah, there you are. Welcome to Starbase Atlantis. Come with me. Go on through here to the bar area. So this space here serves both as our bar and as our transporter room. We may have that lit. We'll see how we can do in October. Aldebaran and whiskey, please, barman. Ah, refreshing. I needed that. Now, come with me. This is our principal venue, so come on in. As you will see, we have this nice big space here away from anyone else. Lots of seating and tables and so forth down here, plenty of room for everyone. But if there isn't space down here for everyone who turns up, we do have another room upstairs that you can fit probably 50, 60 people in. And if that is still not enough, there's a bar that you can fit perhaps another 200 people in. But they don't want to see any of that because what you're here for is this. And this is, of course, the Rikers Beard Bridge. Some of you may have seen it at conventions or out and about or just online, but this is going to be here for the whole weekend, and you can come and have your photo taken on it, play around. No charges whatsoever, it's on us, we just want you to enjoy it. So, what's going to be happening? Well, firstly, when is it?
The 1st of October.
But get back to your duty station, Lieutenant.
The 1st of October.
Saturday. We'll be here most of the day, but certainly all evening. Keep your eye on our page for further details. We're hoping to have things like a quiz. We're hoping to have perhaps a costume competition if enough people turn up wearing costumes. And please, please do, because it makes it much more fun. Obviously, we just want to have a few drinks and share a meal with people. There's food and drink available all day. It's plenty of that available. Our friend Gary O'Brien, who is the producer and director of fan film The Holy Core, in which part of our set did feature. So please do come.
The 1st of October.
The Oak Hotel, Ramsgate. We'll see you here. Make it so.
Tell me, how many lights do you see? So, for the people in the comments that sadly can't make it to this year's RikerCon, please do submit your short film entry. It's quite simple. You have to create a Star Trek related film, and the rules are it must be Star Trek related. It must be no more than 2 minutes long, and it must have a budget of no more than £10. That's it. Mail it over to the show using Mail Big File. Ping us a message if you need some help with anything, any of that thing. Once you've got your film sorted out, and it's going to be all the films will be premiered at RikerCon on the 1st of October, and judging it is going to be real life filmmaker Gary O'Brien, Star Trek filmmaker Gary O'Brien, and there are 3 awards, 3 Gutenbergs up for grabs. We've got the Gutenberg for Best Picture. We've got the Gutenberg for Best Actor, and we've got the Gutenberg for the Best Special Effects. So please If you can get your entries in, we've had a couple of entries in already, and they're absolutely brilliant, and we're looking forward to screening all of them. And if you can't be there, it's even more important to get your short film made and sent to us so we can screen it and share some of the event with you. So please do. So yeah, in the comments here, we've had lots of people saying just how much they wish they could come to RikerCon, but sadly they can't. Well, then get your films made, and also how much they really want to have a go at. Is there a Gutenberg for the? Well, we know you're a voyeur, Christoph. So we should probably. To be fair, once you've seen the Gutenberg, you may not want it, but it's a little disturbing to the mind's eye. But our friend of the show, Gary, has done a wonderful job with these, and they're going to delight everyone, I'm sure. And yes, there will. Yep, there will be a quiz. So we shall name it the Allsop quiz. Thank you. So there we are. As I say, it's not going to be a long show this evening, mainly because it's just me doing it. I mean, as much as I can sit here and get drunk and talk about Star Trek all night, you guys would probably get bored of that pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do now, and I literally just want to come and talk a bit about Lower Decks and pay my respects to Her Majesty, but this is an entertainment show. And I really do... There's so many things I could say that I love about Her Majesty. But one of the things, she never shied away from her duty, even when that duty was entertaining us. So I'm going to leave you with this now and say goodnight and say thank you so much for tuning in at this difficult time. And I'll leave you with this, and live long and prosper, all of you.
Now, happy and glorious.
Welcome to the throne room. It was designed by John Nash. You'll notice again the favourite colours of gold, white and green, done in the Rococo style, which Queen Victoria, of course, stole. The corporation of Brighton and made a lot of the fittings here.
James Bond. Daniel Craig.
Evening, sir.
007.
Evening.
Salute from the corpus.
Mr. Bond, Your Majesty.
Good evening, Mr. Bond.
Good evening, Your Majesty.
Helicopter awaits. Music from the Dam Busters by Eric Coates. several examples of English humour during the course of this show. Well, they're heading east. And here they are. Gasp all the way around the stadium. James Bond epic starring Daniel Craig and Her Majesty the Queen.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour Sa Majesté la Reine et Son Altesse Royale le Duc d'Édimbourg, accompagné par le président du Comité international olympique, Jacques Rogge.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for Her Majesty the Queen and His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh, accompanied by the President of the International Olympic Committee, Jacques Rogge.
Never can Her Majesty have been introduced to her public in a manner like that. And the crowd have loved it. Every man and woman on his feet to again celebrate Her Majesty in her Diamond Jubilee year.
Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing those moments with me. Good night.